Hey, hello. So I'm coming on to do a little, I don't know if it's much of a review, but just a little lock video. I didn't record myself doing the twist. I should have, but I kind of broke it up halfway, and sometimes it's just easier for me to do what I gotta do. I'm gonna come back in tomorrow because right now it's nighttime. My hair is still a little bit wet. Hopefully it dries a little bit overnight. I'm not gonna blow dry it or anything. So hopefully it just dries overnight, and I'll come back tomorrow when I'm getting my day started and stuff, and then I'll be able to record and give the final results. But I did use the color wax. I had been wanting to. There was one that I kind of really wanted to order, but I was kind of getting lazy and impatient, so I just went to the beauty supply store, looked to see if they had some color wax, and they had this ORS Curls Color Blast. So I got it in Sangria, which is interesting, and Dragon Fruit. And I kind of mixed the two colors a little bit. Luckily, you don't need that much. I got like 3 of these jars just in case. They're $10 each, so it does kind of add up. But I barely even used like a lot of the other ones. And I probably could have used a little bit more, but I didn't want to overdo it. So obviously, like, it is a little bit better for curls. So just a disclaimer, I did shave the right side of my head, just this part, and it has been growing back. So that's something that I've had for the past like half a year or so. I don't remember when I cut it. But now that it's growing, when I feel like it or when I'm ready, I'm just gonna reattach locks. But I don't know, I haven't really felt like it, and it's kind of just been growing fine. Normally I just kind of cornrow it back or just pin it back, and it looks fine. But it would, yeah, it'll be nice to have like just my full locks again. But I don't know, there was something about it that I really enjoyed. I was kind of missing my natural hair a little bit, so it's fun to kind of still play around with my curls. The color did not take nearly as much as I thought it would, and I'm gonna try to move to the bathroom because you can see the lighting. Maybe a little bit better, or maybe against this light it's easier. Let's see. So yeah, to be honest, like, the color did not take too well. It looks all right, but it's just kind of patchy, and it was hard to make it even. Yeah. I mean, some of it looks kind of nice. I did mix those 2 colors. Let me get another light in here so we can completely see. Yeah, now we can see it better. So this is how it looks. It's honestly like nothing too impressive. It kind of just reminds me of like some Halloween dye that I would just like spray on or something. But I am gonna keep it because the one thing that I do really like is that the wax was great at providing hold for my twists. Like, there's a lot of hold. The twists look great. Yeah, I'm like not too impressed with the color, but I definitely like that hold. And I definitely, to be honest, I still think that I would use it again. It's kind of just like a little pop of color. It's kind of cute. Luckily it's subtle as well. Like, for work, I'm not gonna have any issues like coming in with fuchsia hair because it's fairly subtle, and I can just put it back in a bun and no one would even really notice, to be honest. So yeah, I'll try to spin around, see if you can see the full thing. And that's it. So I am going to sleep. I'm still gonna wrap it up, but I'm hoping that it dries okay, and I probably still may have to wear a bonnet, in all honesty. because I don't want the color getting everywhere, but we'll see. But I do like, I've never really dyed my locks ever, and I don't plan to. I don't plan to bleach them or anything. The main color that I would like is like red. I love red. But, or like this fuchsia, like dark red kind of color. It's funny because that's what I normally get my nails. It's always like a fuchsia or red. But yeah, this gave me an opportunity to just play around. They're easy. You just kind of put them in your hair, and the next time I wash it, which will be about, I wash my hair like every 2 to 3 weeks. So the next time I wash it, I'll be able to just wash the color out and go back in again. I mean, now I have these, so I might just use these until they run out, to be honest. Like, I love the freaking hold. It's freaking awesome because it's hard for me to find products that like give my hair such hold, and it's not like, yeah, it's mainly just the consistency of it and how it relates to my hair more than even just the color that I like. But the color is still interesting. Maybe next time I'll go in with like all red, commit to the red or something. But I don't know what it is. The color is okay. I did think, because I have seen some color waxes where it really coats the person's lock, and when I was putting this in, I was like, oh, it's not really coming as vivid as I would have hoped, because I have seen some people that don't have bleached hair or anything. Like, it's just my normal kind of, like mine, just dark brown. They come in with the color wax and or the color cream, and it really does something. So I was kind of surprised that this one doesn't feel like it's like as bold or bright or vivid. But nonetheless, it's still cute, still adds a pop of color. I still like it. But I'm not sure if I would like completely recommend it, because even so, what I was thinking, I was like, okay, maybe with my locks it's not gonna be as like potent, but I do. And it's kind of funny because that's why I like my little natural patch. Like, it's just fun to play around with. And it's just like, I do little styles to this. Like, sometimes I'll put it in cornrows and just like braid it back, and then have the rest of my hair in braids or twists or whatever, and it looks nice. Like, it doesn't look crazy. So I was like, well, let me test it over here on my curls, and still, even with the curls, it didn't pop out that much. So it wasn't really just because I have locks, like the color wasn't showing through. It's just the way the color is, and I don't think it's necessarily meant to be as like vivid, because I've seen some people's reviews on it, and I've seen kind of how it is, and I don't think it's meant to be so bold. It's just kind of meant to be like a subtle color, which is nice. And like I said, I still like it. I'm still probably going to use it. I love the freaking hold, and I love the consistency. And I think my locks will hold well in this, definitely for 2 weeks. I have issues sometimes, like with my hair getting frizzy or whatever, but obviously that's how locks are. But yeah, I really don't see my hair getting frizzy like quickly with this. And yeah, that's just an example sometimes of what I do with the little short guys. Sometimes I'll just pin them back or have a little cute side style or whatever. But once again, this is the ORS Curls Unleashed color wax, moisturizing beeswax, temporary hair makeup wax. So it's cute. I like the beeswax. It feels like it is protective to my hair. I have to see kind of when I wash it out. Hopefully it washes out okay, and hopefully I don't have like too much of a tough time getting it out of my hair. But thanks for watching. I'm gonna come back tomorrow morning and just give an update how it dried and everything overnight. Thanks. Hello, I'm back. It's the next morning. So you can see the results. It is still a little bit damp, the hair, and I realized probably because of the wax coating, it's kind of like coating my hair, making it a little bit harder to dry. But that's okay. There's no problem with it. Like, obviously, if it takes a little too long, then I can just blow dry it or something, but I don't think it's going to be an issue. It's just a tiny bit still damp, like it's not 100% dry. But as long as I go out today, let it air dry a little bit more and stuff, then I'm sure I won't have any problems with it. But yeah, my final review, this is the Curls Unleashed Color Blast. I really have no idea. I do like it. Like, I feel like I would use it again, but if there's any color waxes that are more vivid, I would definitely like to use that. It's just not like vivid enough. This fuchsia color looks kind of like purple. It does look a little bit tacky, I'm not gonna lie. Like, I don't really put color in my hair, and obviously I'm happy that I can just wash it out. But if this was just like a permanent color, I would be like, this is not gonna fly with me. This looks super tacky. But just like once in a while to have fun with, it's fun. But not as like like a constant thing, I guess. But that being said, I'm obsessed with the consistency because my twist came out awesome. Like, it's hard for me to do my twists really neat on my own. Sometimes I get impatient. A lot of times too, I'll just kind of like do the front and then let the back do whatever the fuck it wants. So I don't know, I had a good time doing my hair this time around, just with the color and everything. I definitely put gloves on, just put a black shirt on, and then I put like a towel around my neck. I think I still have a little bit of color to clean on my ears, but that should be fine. And like I said, for work and stuff, when I go into the office, I only go in a couple days a week. I can just kind of put it in a bun. And because we work remote, I don't think remote anyone's gonna even notice, to be honest. Because you mainly just see it in the light. But I love how these twists came out. They're super cute. This, I'm still trying to figure out kind of what the heck to do with it. That's my natural patch right there, so I don't know, I might just clip it like in a little bit. But for now, I just kind of twisted it, braided it up, and left it to be. There are a couple of locks that I accidentally left out, so that's just a little disclaimer, but I don't know, they're fine, they'll be fine. I was doing my hair, and then I stopped to go to dinner, and then came back. Did some stuff, came back, so it was a little all over the place. I'm just happy that I was able to finish it up, get it done, and check out this color wax, because like I said, since I've had my locks, so I bleached my hair once before I had locks. It was like a little, I don't know, it was kind of weird. But I let that grow out a little bit, and it kind of grew out into like highlights in a sense. I think I would try like highlights on my locks. I think that would be cool. Or like a little bit of bleach like towards the ends or something like that. But I wouldn't bleach my whole head. So I do think it's cute, like this this color. It gives me like just an option, a temporary option to see like what color my hair would look like. I think I definitely recommend it. Like, it's fun if you've never tried color in your hair, you're like me and you've just kind of had your locks, maybe you're getting, because at a certain point I feel like sometimes you can start to get bored with your locks. There are a lot of different things to do, but sometimes you get stuck in your routine of like what works for you, and you don't always have time to do all these like extravagant or elaborate styles with your hair, or money to go and pay a stylist to do all these different things, and then it's like the styles only last for a few weeks, and then you gotta wash your hair, and then so sometimes with locks it can get maybe overwhelming or a little bit boring or whatever the case is, so I think it's fun to do stuff like this, like just to switch it up and really like appreciate the versatility of locks, because there is a lot that you can do, but I think sometimes when we're just living life, we kind of forget that there is a lot that can be done with locks. And I've had my locks for a long time. I do cut them like on a regular basis for the most part, so they've been about this length for definitely a few years now. I do want to try to grow them out now, and I've been saying that for the past few months, or this year mainly. I think that's like a New Year's resolution, to grow my hair out a little bit more, because I was feeling some thinning at the root, so that's why I cut it, because I didn't want my hair to be too heavy. And I also got really impatient, like washing it, doing it. So this is what I found was a good length for me. But I do want to be, you know, a little bit more patient with my hair and just try to grow it. And if it does grow, take care of it. Try to minimize any thinning. That was like one thing that I was really nervous about, just like thinning at the top, because I was noticing that my hair was getting pretty heavy. And I mean, this wax probably isn't the best option for that, because sometimes the buildup in your hair or whatever, ACV rinses are good for that. Yeah, there's always just a lot to learn about your hair, and it really depends how much commitment you want to put in. The main reason I always say why I got locks was to have less commitment. So a lot of times I don't want to be spending kind of doing my hair and doing all of these things, but I do love it, and it's not too much maintenance. You just really have to know what works for you, find your routine, and stick with it. So yeah, these are the results of the color. I'll do a little spin once again. So we got the front, this is the left side, and the back. And the right side, that's my part, the natural patch that I shaved. And that is growing back in. Yeah, I just want to keep talking, but I don't have too much more to say about my locks. Just a normal little double twists, and I'll probably take them out within like a week or so, or within a couple of weeks, and then I'll have a nice little twist out still with the color, and then I'll probably wash the color out like 2 to 3 weeks from now. So thank you for watching, and see you next time. Bye.